Introducing the Paddy Power World Darts Championships.
Gezi, congratulations, the first player through to the quarterfinals. You must be a happy man tonight.
Yeah, probably similar to the Joe Cullen game. You know, I flew out the blocks. I knew I was playing well first two sets, and then let him back in and sort of have a kick up a backside and start playing a little bit better again, but fell over the winning line again.
You mentioned the game against Joe. Were you starting to fear a repeat of that when Johnny made it 2-2?
It was a repeat. I'm 2-0 up and then 2-all. I just didn't want to let him get in front. You know, I just want to keep the pressure on and make sure he didn't just get his head down a little bit in front. And yeah, thankfully I won the next set, went 3-2 up, put him under a bit more pressure, and yeah, just fell over the winning line. But quarter final, I don't mind.
And we know that you and Johnny are great friends, World Cup partners. How difficult is it playing such a good friend on that stage in such a big game?
It's probably difficult beforehand, and you know, we talk before the game, and it's different when you're playing somebody else. You probably avoid each other and like you won't practice on the same ball, but it's different with Johnny. But then when you're on stage, you just everything goes out the window. You know, I'm up there to win. Johnny's the same, and yeah, but I probably wasn't myself up on stage today, but I played all right early on. I'll be myself for the quarter final.
You mentioned there glimpses of your brilliant best in the early stages. Do you feel like you're building your belief now, game by game?
Yeah, in patches. Obviously, the first two sets, I felt like I was playing really well. I knew I was playing well. But then I just don't know what happens after that. But, you know, doesn't matter. I'm into the quarter final, and if I can play like I did the first two sets, the rest of this tournament, then I'm tough to beat. And
you and Michael van Gerwen are the only former champions left in the bottom half of the draw. How important could that experience be as we get to the latter stages now?
I played Michael probably about 6 or 7 times the last couple of months in exhibitions and stuff, and I've smashed him every time. So if I play him in the semi-final, hopefully he thinks about that.
Congratulations. Just talk to me about your emotions there at the end. You know, big fist pumps, last 8 beckons, vintage stuff.
Yeah, pretty similar to Joe Cullen's game. I mean, just trying too hard at the end and really wanted to win too much. I mean, it's a World Championship, everybody wants to win, but the season I've had has been quite tough, and just wanting to get over the winning line and trying too hard. But if I keep trying too hard and winning, I don't mind.
Did you pick up on the crowd singing your name?
No, I'm in the zone. I don't know if they were singing for Johnny, for me, or for anybody else. Phil Taylor usually is, but I don't know. I was just in the zone.
You said on stage actually just then you don't think you're playing great. If you take Callan Ridds and a couple of brilliant matches he's played in the last couple of weeks out of things, you are, you know, in the middle of the pack really in terms of averages and all that kind of stuff. So are you going to kind of rethink that? You know.
No, I just take every game as it comes. I haven't played brilliant in patches. I have, but it doesn't matter. You know, I played in events and tournaments and games where I've been brilliant and lost and been sent packing. So the games are behind me. I'll look forward to the quarter final, and I know I need to play better if I want to win this tournament. But at the end of the day, if people just keep slipping up against me as well as like I do, then I don't care if I win the World Championship on a 91, 92 average, 110 average, doesn't matter. Just keep plugging away.
And that's exactly what you'll draw on, isn't it? Because that's the advantage of having been there and done it before, knowing that actually it doesn't matter about all the numbers that we're so obsessed with in here. It's about getting a job done at the end of the day,
exactly.
Right?
I mean, you just got to go out and get a W. And if you can average, like I said, 100, 110, and you can be bombed out. But I'm averaging 92, I think, for the tournament, and I'm still in quarter final. And I know I've got a lot more in the tank. Everybody else knows I've got a lot more in the tank, and if that comes out, there's no reason why it's number 2.
Gezi, congratulations. You touched on having more in the tank, and these little glimmers we're seeing from you. Do you think everyone else is now starting to take notice of the Iceman?
Possibly. I don't know. I mean, I think everybody's concentrating on their own game and doesn't really, obviously, you have a little bit in the back of your mind when you see someone playing well, like Callan Ritz, but you know, he's on the other side of my draw. Michael's not playing perfect. No, I think this tournament's wide open. It doesn't matter who's playing well, who's playing bad. It's all on the day.
And you touched on, I'd say, your record here. It's another quarter final. I know it's somewhere that you said you haven't particularly liked, but your record here is so good. Do you feel that others will look at your record and start to fear you as well, thinking, hang on a minute, this is his place?
Possibly, I don't know. Maybe I have to ask him that, but I don't know why I do so well here. It's a tough place for me to come, but this year has been fantastic for me. Like today, I was in the zone. I don't know if they were cheering for me or Johnny, but I felt like they were pretty even for both of us, and yeah, it was a good night.
What does it look like for you now between New Year's Day? Are you going to go home or are you going to stay up here?
I'm not sure. I speak to the girls, my daughters. They're at home. If they want to come up, then we'll probably drive back tonight and come up tomorrow night. But if they're not fussed, because I know my youngest daughter said it was boring a couple of years ago, and I was here for New Year's Eve. So yeah, if they want to come up, we'll go back. But if not, we'll stay.
Gizzy, well done on the win. Earlier in the week, or last week, sorry, we talked about the fact that the performances have been there, but maybe not necessarily the results this year. Is it pleasing that, although the performance hasn't been your tip-top best, you are getting the results? Yeah,
it's nice to be on the other side of the straw. You know, it's like I said, I played pretty decent all year and managed to throw games away or lose them. But now I'm not playing the best, and they were scoring in my favour. So yeah, it's I'm feeling a bit confident about this tournament.
Although there's a lot of former champs left in the tournament still, there's quite a lot of inexperienced players that haven't been at the back end of these tournaments. Does that make any difference going into these latter stages at all? Or?
Well, you look at Richie Eddowes and Mike DeDecker and players that have won majors and not won majors before. Now I don't think it matters. Players they don't fear anyone anymore, and they don't fear winning, I don't think. Whereas in the past they probably were scared of winning rather than, scared of losing. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Anybody left in this tournament can win it.
Gerwyn, well done on that win tonight. When you went into that match, you'd won your last 9 out of 10 against Johnny Clayton. Was you aware of that record, or does that make a difference when you're on that stage? The record
I know I've got a good record against Johnny, but I thought that was just exhibitions. When I'm in Cardiff or in Wales, I always beat him. But when it comes to big majors, I think sometimes it's the other way around. But yeah, I knew I had a good record against him.
You've had hostile crowds in the past, but do you think people are now realising that actually we need Gerwyn Price in this sport and we need to get behind him because he is good to watch, and we do need him on that stage in these big tournaments fighting for the biggest trophies?
Possibly, I'm not sure. You'd have to ask them. But I don't know if it's because I'm playing rubbish or when I'm playing well, they're against me. When I'm rubbish, they're with me. But yeah, if I keep playing rubbish and winning, I don't mind as long as they're with me.
We've seen quite a few matches now from your title rivals. What do you make of their performances? The two Lukes, Michael van Gerwen as well.
I don't think anybody's playing, apart from Callan Ritz, I don't think anybody's playing out of their skin. If Callan keeps playing the way he does, he lifts the trophy up. On any given day, anyone can up their game. I'm in the quarterfinal, not playing the best stuff, so it's all on the day. I mean, anybody left in can win. Doesn't matter about form, I don't think, because you can just turn up on the day.
Brilliant, well done. Thanks very much.